is sleep? Sleep is the state in which the body goes into semi-unconsciousness in order to what? Repair, to restore, flush out toxins, and deal with mental and emotional well-being of the human body. But for sleep to occur, the body runs on a system where the 24-hour system where understand light and darkness, right? That is nature. God has already arranged that when it's night, your body automatically begins to recognize that it's time to rest. Now, there's another system where it works. That's when you are active, and when to slow down. So when these two systems are working side by side, they're working in line, what happens? You are going to have a good sleep because it knows when it's night, it knows when it's day, it knows when it's active, it knows when it's time to relax. But when these two systems are not working together, they are not aligning, this is what happens. The body begins to have problem understanding when it's time to rest, and you have anxiety, insomnia, and all these sleep-related issues, mood swings. What happens when you sleep? When you sleep, the first stage is the light unconsciousness, where you're already, that's they say, you're becoming dizzy, you're taking slight nap. It's like if you are conscious of your environment, but not very conscious. So if someone comes around you, you will still be in the know. Now, the next stage is when the body begins to, your temperature drops. Your body temperature drops, and you begin to feel a little bit warm. It becomes warmer so that it can enter that rest mode. Warmer so that you can enter rest. Then the third stage is when you enter the dreamland. The third stage is when your tissues begin to repair, your cells begin to grow again, your brain begins to flush out toxins, and your hormones begin to regularize. Because during the day, adrenaline was pumping sometimes fear was pumping, all those hormones were raging. So during the night, the brain begins to remove the toxins of overproduction of some things. And I don't know are you following me? Then the next stage, which is REM sleep. At REM sleep, what happens? Your emotional, your physical, and your mental health is at that point where those ones begin to regularize. And how does that happen? You see dreams, your fears come, your body is trying to manage all those emotions, right? And your mental health begins to repair, it begins to balance. But now you will see that when you don't sleep well, when you don't get to REM, you are telling your brain that I'm hustling. That's what you see. People that work at night, you are pressing phone, your brain is active 24/7. You see the high rate of depression going up. This is simply because the people are not sleeping well. One of the many reasons is that you are not sleeping to the point where your body regularizes your emotions. Well, these things that I'm teaching you is so that we have a solution and a recommendation, but I need you to understand the importance of sleep so that you can begin to want to sleep deeply. And in a night, in the span of 7 hours, you're supposed to have this cycle, these 4 stages that I mentioned, cycle 4 times, at least 4 times. But you are sleeping 2 hours. You've not even reached cycle number 3. Cycle number 3, you've not even got to the third one, to the point where you're mental. You have not gotten to stage 3. You have woken up, you are pressing phone. I'm talking to myself because this is one of the problems. I'm telling you, these problems that I discovered, and I say, oh, that's why I have insomnia. Is that why I'm having this? So when you listen to these messages, you begin to know, because I believe in the power of knowledge. When you know, you will do it. See you in my next class.